Hi everyone, I'm Ngọc and my English name is Nancy. So today I'm going to talk about natural disaster. So what is natural disaster? Natural disaster is the phenomena that occurs in the natural. For example, avalanche, drought, wildfire, flood, like that. So I'll begin with I'll begin by explain a little bit about each of the disasters that I found, and they are just the common disaster. So, firstly, avalanche. Do you know avalanche? It is a disaster that occurs mostly at the places that have mountains. Like when you go skiing or when you climb mountains, there are big piece of dirt like that, or rocks, stones that falls from the top to the bottom of the mountain, and it just roll all the way down and it hit you. So like we cannot stop it, and it is too big, and we cannot run away because it is hard, right? If you are looking at something that coming to you with a very like very speedy, it is hard for you to move quickly because you're scared. You're scared by the big rock. And next is drought. I'm sure that a lot of you know drought. It is when there aren't a lot of rain and there aren't a lot of water in the dirt in the soil that makes the land so dry. And I feel so sorry for the farmer that they cannot plant anything and their tree just die away, like just die, and they cannot harvest anything. It is so hard for them to recover and get over the drought. Drought often occur at deserts where there are a lot of sand and cactus. Next, earthquake. Earthquake, um, I'm sure that you know that earthquake usually occur in Japan. Uh, yeah, I don't know why, but as I remember, like um, Japan just near to the place that have a lot of earthquake and volcano. So there are usually a lot of natural disasters that occur at the place, and it is a bit hard, right? Earthquake is, as you know, earthquake is when the pieces of land on the surface of the earth move a little bit, move and shake, and then they crash, and it just shaking. That makes the building collapse, and also the trees they fall they fall down, and you have to hide quickly and carefully, because if you don't hide at the safe place, there will you will be hit by something that falls from above. Next is flood. Flood is very common, and flood is like when the amount of water was too much that the lakes, the rivers cannot contain it, and it just go around and like fall around, and just we cannot stop it, or maybe we can if it is not too fast and strong. We can build the dam to stop it. And we can also produce energy and electric. It is so good, right? So fluid. So do you know Super Typhoon Yagi number 3 that we are facing up to now? Yeah, at my place, which is Vietnam, I'm living in Hanoi, and I've heard that tonight or maybe tomorrow, Hanoi will sink. Not completely, but will sink a little bit. Like we will have to face a flood that isn't really occurs too much. Like they don't occur often at Hanoi because Hanoi is the capital city, so we have to try our best to protect. It's not that we don't care about the other cities, it's just we have to protect the capital city most, right? It is where like we can call that the brain of the country, like that. It is the most important part of the country. um, so yeah, we have to try hard to protect it. So that's why we didn't have to face a lot of flood or like disasters too much in Vietnam at Hanoi, but this time we will, and it will be very big. So I will have to prepare and prepare to face the first flood in my life. Yeah, I'm a bit worried. So that is the flood. It's when the water rises and we cannot stop it. So we have 2 more left. But I think that it is similar. Is that heat wave and wildfire. Heat wave, we can call it global warming, yeah, maybe. And wildfire is when the wild place like forests or like somewhere like bushes, somewhere that is dry, just burn. It is when the weather is too dry and the leaves are dry and the weather is hot. The sun just like the forest just is just exposed directly to the sunlight. So it burns. Boom. And yeah, tree is very important, right? So after some like after forest fire like that, it is just so hard for us to plant again and to protect the forest. And heat wave. My mom said that my mom said that last year we faced heat wave, like the summer. Last summer was hotter than usual. It was so hot, right? So it is heat wave. It is when the temperature is hotter than usual. It is because of global warming, and global warming is because of climate change. There are a lot of speeches and videos, blogs, images that um, talk about climate change. It's because we are producing a lot of things, because the world is developing, so we cannot stop it. So we produce a lot of things, which means we also produce smoke and poisonous water. So it hurt. Yeah, the earth hurt, and it leads to global warming. Like it's when the earth, the average temperature on the earth is hotter than usual. So it is called heat wave, yeah. And to prevent these disasters like this, we have to, the first thing is we have to protect the environment by not putting trash all around on the ground. We have to put it in the trash bin, trash can. Yeah, the place that it have to be. Secondly, I cannot stop completely the act of producing and inventing things, but I just want to say that it's just a notice that we have to have like it is in our mindset, like we have to protect the environment no matter what, at all cost. Because if we don't have the place to live, and if we don't have the place to build buildings and companies, how can we produce things, and how can we sell them? So environment is the home to everything, to trees, to animals, to us. So let's just try to prevent our home from natural disasters. I know that it is natural, but we are making it more serious. We are making it more hard to stop. So let's just try to protect and save the earth. So it is the end of the video today, and thank you for listening. It is a bit long, right? Yeah. And my speaking skill is not really good because I'm trying to improve it by talking like this. So maybe it sounds a little bit weird and it is not good enough, but thank you for listening, and goodbye everyone. See you next time.